Ladies and gentlemen, we start off today's episode with some very, very sad news. Well, the screenshot speaks for itself. Yes, Yuna has passed away, and I'm probably the worst pet owner there is. I mean, she barely got to live for like 2 episodes. That's so sad. I mean, I know I kill a lot of animals for their heads, but I thought Yuna could live, but that stupid skeleton, it tried to shoot me, but it missed and Yuna died. Well, it is what it is. I'm not gonna be naming any animals Yuna 2.0 or anything like that, because Yuna is Yuna. There will never be a replacement for Yuna. But I do want to go and get myself a parrot, because I need a companion over here on top. It gets very, very lonely over here. Look at this. I just have creeper heads and walls that don't load in, and this thing, I'll get to that in a second. But yeah, this is a very, very lonely place. So I want to go and get myself a companion. And I know I have like 10 cats and a dog and a parrot back at our starter base, but that they stay there. Okay, I need a companion for here as well. So I'm gonna go and try and find a parrot. And wait a second, is that yes, that's a parrot, but that's a blue parrot. We already have a blue parrot. Am I being too picky? but we already have a blue parrot. We don't need another blue parrot, right? I'm sorry, but I already have a blue parrot, okay? If I didn't have a blue parrot, I would have definitely tamed you. I just got an ocelot's head. That's very cool. Oh my god, okay, there's 2 red parrots as well. I mean, how many blue parrots are we gonna come across today? I don't need the blue parrots, okay? I just need the blue parrots' heads. I have 1 blue parrot already. I'm sorry, I know it's cruel. But the red guys, yes. I want to tame the red guys. And one of you is gonna be Mitsuha, and the other I don't have a name for. Okay, so I'm gonna get these guys back to Vanür, and then we can actually start working on what I wanted to work on today. You know what? It's fine. I'm gonna tame this guy because I've killed too many blue parrots today. I'm a changed man. I don't kill animals for their heads. Well, no, I do, but if I have enough heads, I don't kill them for heads anymore. I'm not greedy, is what I mean. I look so cool. Okay, now that we got the important stuff out of the way, let's focus on what we're gonna be doing in the next part of this episode, which is gonna be building the Palace of Vanür. This is gonna be the first building that's going up here, so very, very exciting stuff. But yes, let's get started on building this in the form of a third-person time-lapse. Yeah, before that, I totally forgot to show you guys the resources that we're going to be building this with. So we're going to be using a lot of stone bricks, gravel, that sort of thing for the walls. We're going to be using these colors, pinkish colors for the roof. So because I want this to look a little bit rich, essentially, and pink, I don't know why, pink just looks rich. Anyways, let's get started on that third-person time-lapse. One thing I noticed with a lot of the reference images I looked at is that most castles seem to have a huge room in the center and a lot of stuff attached to it. So with mine, I went for a rectangular central structure and a couple of towers and rooms to the side. The castle also needs defense, so the towers and the other structure also have crenellations and merlons in them. For the roofs I used crimson planks, and I also added some terracotta to make the roof look a bit more old and worn out. I also have conical roofs for the towers, which is intended to mimic the Neuschwanstein castle, because that was a huge source of inspiration for this castle. Finally, I added statues and trees and also variated the walls so that it doesn't look too bland. Well, hello there. I got this thing done, as you probably saw in the time lapse, but yeah, there's still a little bit of stuff to be done. As you can see, I haven't filled in the windows or anything like that, because these will also influence the interior of the build. That's why I haven't got into that yet. And yeah, we're gonna do the interior in the next episode, because I have some interesting plans for the interior. So, and those interesting plans also happen to be plans that are difficult to execute. So I would rather do it in a new episode rather than spend a lot more time on this one episode, because this has already been several weeks in the making. But yeah, I'm happy with how most of this turned out. I like the statues and all that. Look at this statue, that expression, it's leaking sincerity. I also have this little area which actually doesn't have much in it, but I just have spruce. Yes, I have spruce over here. No, I have spruce fences over here, and black concrete at the back, so that it looks like a dark room, but it also gives me more space to work on the interiors. And over here, this is the last part. Now, there's actually a room inside, but you can't go into it without breaking this. But yeah, it's a very plain room. I have a little chandelier thing over here. This is it looks a bit reinforced. I like how the roof turned out. That is those are actually loom blocks, if you did not know. Loom blocks have an interesting texture at their bottom, and I think that really works well over here. We'll probably use that again sometime. But one little issue I had over here was I actually put what are these called, string over here, so that mobs don't spawn on them. And I don't know why mobs should not be able to spawn on them, but I'm having a couple of issues with that, because I actually saw a zombie in here a few seconds ago, which is a bit worrying, because we need to check whether mobs can spawn in string or not. But yeah, that's that room. You can't really get into there, but it does add a little bit of extra detail, which I like. Alright, so as you can see, these mobs are spawning on tripwire, which means using string to prevent mob spawning is not gonna work. But that brings us on to the next topic, which is pretty sad. Now, if you will look over here, we have ourselves an F. Okay? And what is the F for? It was for the blue parrot. Okay? Because the blue parrot died. But essentially, Valkyrie came over here and he was playing around with tridents and he shot the blue parrot. And apparently, he was aiming for Yuna. I have the chat over here. I'll put it in the screen. But apparently, he was aiming for Yuna. That guy. And you know what? I'm sick of this. Guess what else he did? He renamed our other parrot Mitsuhatu. This is the second time this is happening. And you know the rules, and so do I.
If you mess with my parrots, you mess with me.
So, we are gonna go after him. You mess with my parrot, I mess with yours. And here is his parrot, my pet, apparently. And I am gonna name his parrot Pegasus, because, he's Valkyrie, and Valkyrie has a Pegasus. And I gotta say, with this build over here, this whole place is starting to feel a little bit less big in a good way. Another thing that I wanted to mention is that we actually cut it really close over here, because if I had been just a couple of blocks higher, I probably wouldn't have been able to build this thing, because as you can see, we're literally like 4 blocks under the build height. So yeah, we got really lucky with that. But I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, please be sure to leave a like and don't forget to subscribe. But thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Goodbye.